The Crit Show contains elements of horror, fantasy violence, and adult language. Content warnings can be found in the episode description.
Hey everybody, Rev here. I'm joined again by some folks from Spout Lore. Say hello.
Hello. Abdul here, and that was Sean.
Oh yeah, I'm Sean.
Look, at this point, if you haven't heard the previous 3 episodes of the Spout Lore Critshow crossover, I don't know what you're doing. Please go back, listen from the beginning. One of the things we've had the most fun doing in the last couple of years. Again, you don't need the hard sell from me, but make sure to go over, listen to episode 3 if you haven't heard it yet. Episode 4 starts right now.
If you haven't heard it, people are saying it's pretty cringe that you haven't heard it.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. People are saying it's cringe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what to say about it, but people are saying it's cringe.
All right, go listen to that.
You were all in these sewers deep below Indianapolis, and Kim has just spotted the man in black, but he looks very different. He is hanging from the ceiling, using his multiple tentacle arms to put together this ritual spot.
Stop, everyone stop, everyone stop, everyone stop. What? Calmly look above you. The man in black is now a purple man with a bunch of tentacles, and he's hanging from the ceiling.
Got some very normal gills, too. Nothing weird there.
Can I try to jinx this creature?
Yeah, roll Jinx.
10.
All right, you get a hold 2. Do you want to do anything with that, or are you docking it for the future?
I'm holding on to it till I need it to cause a coincidence.
Okay, what do we do about him?
Yeah, are we trying to get more information? Are we murking this guy? What's going on?
I don't know, but look at him. It looks like he's setting up something that looks very complicated and very powerful.
Can I read a bad situation?
Absolutely.
I got 6.
Could I try to help him out since I'm the one that pointed out the guy on the ceiling?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. 10!
Hey!
Ooh.
All right, so that bumps you up to a 7, so you get a hold 1.
I mean, what's most vulnerable to me, right?
So with the things that you know you can do, you imagine that actually the ceiling is probably the most vulnerable thing. This is all cobblestones. You know there is dirt on the other side. There is water moving around. You'd think that you could probably tear down this tunnel, or at least make it very difficult for him to maneuver through based off of how he's working in it currently.
So would that be bending the elements if I want to do something to the ceiling?
Yeah, I think so. If you want to try to move the earth.
Guys, what do you think?
I love the idea of turning that ceiling into stalactites because maybe it hurts him, maybe it knocks him down, maybe it screws up his workspace, but all of those are good for us.
Okay, I'm going to make it super spiky and hard to move around.
He's going to hold in that spot for about 5 or 6 seconds, so you're going to have a good opportunity to do this, and I want to use my hold to give him advantage.
Oh, great.
So you get a +1 because you're using the information that you got, but you also get to roll 3d6 and use the 2 highest.
Ooh. My highest number was a 4.
Okay, so a 4 and a 3 +1 plus what stat does this move use?
Roll plus weird is +2.
All right, so you get a 10.
Heck
Yes!
yeah!
Nice.
On a 10 plus, you do it without difficulty.
All right, so yeah, you are able to manipulate the stone and the water kind of behind it. What does this look like when you change the ceiling?
He's kind of doing it's like almost like he's playing the piano. And as he's bringing his fingers down like this, there's just like shoom, 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 shoom. And I'm trying to get it where he is and where Kim said he was going to be. So I'm like full fingers here. Wherever he's kind of emulating his fingers, they're echoing from the ceiling.
You do notice pretty quickly that his attention goes towards all of you as he is knocked off of the ceiling, and the area that he is working on is destroyed. Like you see that all of the things that he had kind of chiseled in and drawn on are all displaced and cracked.
And I throw the side view mirror at him to hit him in the head as hard as I can.
Roll kick some ass.
So that was 4 plus 3 is 7. I'm very bad at this.
So you throw this copper side mirror at him, and as you do, like he has just turned to look at the group after falling to the ground, and he holds a bunch of his tentacles out, and they just spray ink at the group. You hear a clang as it hits him, but everyone is kind of covered in this black ink.
Ew.
Gross.
Oh my-
Gross.
It's in my mouth.
Does the ink that touched Perel start turning to copper?
He's covered in.
What are you doing with your hands when the ink sprays on you?
I imagine I'm like,
Then yes.
Unfortunately.
So you
Shit.
create like a copper shield in front of you of ink.
Wow. That's actually handy.
Yeah.
Is this like blinding or anything? Like, are we just covered in ink, or has this incapacitated us?
It hasn't done anything yet except make it hard for you to see him in the moment.
God, I hate when you say yet.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
love that. Yet, can I try to cast a spell on him?
Yes, with disadvantage. You have a hard time seeing him from this ink.
Disadvantage?
I know,
Not just
right?
Minus, not just a minus.
I know.
I don't even have 3d6s out.
I want to point out that Tuck looks metal as fuck right now. Dressed in Slash with a meshed crop top covered in black ink. He looks like Rob Zombie. Uncle.
Billy looks like a child ghost.
11.
Nice.
Yeah, so what is your effect?
I would like to trap a specific person, minion, or monster.
All right, what does this look like?
I think I as the ink hits me and throw my hands out in a panic and yell this incantation, I throw my hands out in his direction and shoot a beam of that kind of bluish purple arcane energy out of the magic wand, and it just envelops him and holds him in place.
And as this wraps around him, you see that his eyes flash a little bit and the color of his skin starts to turn back to kind of a pinkish color, and the tentacles start to collapse in on each other, and he starts to take a more humanoid form.
So we're trying to talk to this guy, right? He's stuck. He's not going anywhere. I've got him locked down. But this seems like a good opportunity to figure out what exactly he's doing.
We can't read any of his symbols. They've been destroyed by the stalactites. That's too bad.
Ooh.
Can we use magic?
Or this gun? Tuck says and pulls out a shotgun. I pointed at his face.
His skin starts to change again. It starts to look scaly.
I think I just kind of want to approach him, like holding my hands up to keep this in place, and be like, okay, we've gotten off on the wrong foot. You and I specifically, I think. And I wouldn't say no to an apology for hurling me into a building, but that's neither here nor there. What are you doing here?
What is everyone else doing in this moment as Jake is approaching him talking?
I just have the shotgun leveled, ready to shoot. Which, by the way, I suppose I haven't described in this world. When we were in you all's world, it just looked like, a couple of pieces of wood and a pipe. But here, it is this pristine, completely golden shotgun.
Whoa.
And it just seems to gleam with magic energy.
He had to pre-order the game to get that.
It's an EB Games pre-order bonus.
He's got the gold skin.
I had to pay for the battle pass.
I am also walking forward, kind of up behind Jake to the side, and I have my salt shaker in one hand, and I just say, we know that you're trying to get home, and we would love to help you with that. Just let us try and help you find a way to do that doesn't also destroy our home.
Fingers
Perel's
hanging
walking.
from-
I'm sorry.
Oh.
No, go.
Nope. Go ahead. Nope.
No, you go.
Yep. Yeah.
Please,
No, I
please, Paul,
insist.
please. You go.
I
Please.
insist.
These polite Canadians.
All right, I'll go. And then Tuck shoulders his way between them as they're trying to be polite. And he goes, "This is my shotgun. It's regular." And then he points it in his face. And then he goes, "Look, on the side it says Daddy's Little Helper. Who knows what that means?" And then he points it back in his face.
Bing walks up beside Tuck and keeps eye contact with the man enveloped in blue and gets a little grimace and then turns the safety off of Tuck's shotgun and then kind of gives him, "What's up? We know you love home. We love our home. Let's help you. Help you. Help us helping you help us. Huh? What do you say?"
That was good. That was pretty good.
At this point, his skin has finished this transformation to all of these scales, and he takes in a breath and breathes fire directly out in front of him.
I'd love to dive out of the way.
Yeah, roll act under pressure. What is everyone else doing? He just is blowing a cone of fire in front of him.
It's not contained within this shield?
No, he is just physically contained. Yeah.
I would love to use one of my hold from Jinx to interfere.
Yeah. What exactly happens?
I think as soon as I see this like fire building up inside of him, I draw some of the salt out telekinetically and snap my fingers, and one of the stalactites that Ving had created falls right in front as this fire flares out at us and gets blocked by the falling rock.
Yeah, this piece of stone falls and absorbs this breath of fire that he lets out. The fire dies down, and you see that again, his skin is starting to change. He kind of sinks back to human for a brief moment before bumping up to something else.
Cool.
Whoa. How do we get this guy to lock down to just one form?
Rev, am I remembering right that when we have like actively hurt someone in a magical trap, that sort of breaks them out, right?
I think with the way that Jake has set his up, it was decided that they are physically stuck, but energy, projectiles, whatever, can go both ways.
Okay, well then I want to shoot him in the foot.
Okay. There's no roll here because he is locked down. How much damage does your shotgun do?
3.
And are you using one of the copper bullets?
I am.
There's this moment where he is standing there and his skin is starting to shift into this like really pale white flesh. And he's barefoot. You know, you've seen his feet go into tentacles and then into claws. And now they're kind of starting to go, they almost look like dancers' feet. Like they get real calloused and knuckly. And then you blow one of them off. And he stops and his eyes get very wide and his pallor sinks and all that white flesh starts to go away and it turns back to his normal color. And he's like,
Hey, dipshit, stop fighting or I'll blow the other one off. We're trying to help here, my dude.
Where am I?
Oh, well, now I just feel bad.
What's going on?
Ving has picked up the rearview mirror from the Subaru that Tuck threw at him.
Yeah.
And standing behind him and taps him on the shoulder and says, hey, some assholes in the mirror might be closer than they appear. And then he, BAM! Hits him in the face.
And as you do that, you see he sees himself in the mirror and the reflection of the mirror looking back at him grimaces.
What?
Did you guys see that?
Yes.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Can I use inspired guesswork to figure out what that means?
Yes, absolutely. Roll it.
Okay, let me just figure out what it says here.
Oh my God, everyone pause the recording.
You know,
Oh, there you
I
go.
really should have warned you that this crossover would require reading. That's my bad.
Okay. Once per mystery, observing a monster in action, you may investigate a mystery to discover its powers, motivations, or weaknesses. Even if what you asked about wasn't displayed, you work it out by deduction.
Yeah, so roll investigate a mystery.
And that's plus sharp?
Correct.
Okay, it's 9.
I'll 8.
How so?
He holds the mirror back up and holds the guy's face.
Oh, like you do it again? Like
yeah, I
to
do it
give him a
again, but
longer
like
look
I
at
just like hold it in his face so we can
Yeah.
see the grimace.
it? Okay.
Yeah, it's a 7.
All right. So yeah, that bumps Tuck up to a 10, but Ving is exposed to danger. You notice that the as you're holding it up, the mirror, like his face in the mirror, is not just grimacing anymore, but it's changing. It looks different every couple seconds, and the frame is getting kind of warm.
Oh, I drop it.
All right. So Tuck, you get a hold too.
And I can just ask whatever, or...
Yeah. So you don't have to have seen it displayed. You can just figure it out.
What the fuck is up with this guy?
I think you still have to ask the questions on the
Is
list.
that a what happened here, I think?
I don't have that one on my list.
I think
I
that was
must have
probably
old
a
rules.
what kind of creature is it?
What kind of creature is this?
Yeah.
Everybody talks at Tuck. And it's like, this is what you probably should ask.
We in character going, ask what's being concealed here.
I want to know what kind of creature this is and what's being concealed here.
All right.
And
So
those are 2 original questions from Tuck's own brain from no one else.
so what kind of creature is this? That is almost an endless answer. What you see displayed in this mirror is that the creature that this is someone who has absorbed an insane number of other versions of themselves. And as they have done that, they have gained the abilities that other self might have had. And so when you're seeing this shift, they're becoming a different version of themselves to access the abilities that that other self has.
Are you telling me that there's a chance that out there somewhere I have a tentacle version of myself?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
In at least 3 of the fanfics that I've read.
Nice.
And at least 3 of the fan fictions that I've written, read.
That I've read aloud to a group.
For editing.
Man,
To
I
the
gotta stop
Patreon.
reading those fan fictions right now in my head.
And then what's being concealed here is that if you were to go through the multiverse and find other versions of yourself, there are other versions of yourself who'd be like, oh yeah, I agree with you. The thing that you want to do, I'm down. And there are going to be versions of you who are like, you're an ass. I don't like you. There are versions that he turns into to try to access their powers that are only going along with it because they don't have any other voice in their head. So they are not all down to help, but there's just no one else talking to them. And so if you could find the right personalities and keep them kind of on the top, you might be able to keep him under control for a while and get a better sense of what's going on.
Can I make a quick observation?
Yes.
Just that Kim still has the exact same smirk as she did at the start of the tentacle conversation.
She just got her new book idea.
You just hear my keyboard just clacking away.
Yeah, she's been writing this entire time.
There's a copper-pantsed Jake and a tentacle-faced Tass. So yeah, those are the things that you learn from observing him.
It looks like shooting his feet is the one thing that keeps this little passive guy on top. Quick, shoot his other foot. Keep him on top.
Wait, what?
I'm like half leveling the shotgun. Like, am I really supposed to?
Hold on a second. Is this something that I could use my other hold and interfere with what it's trying to do, in the sense of like interfere with what it's trying to do by switching in between personalities? Can I like psychically reach out to this version of him and kind of help him stay on top?
Like the current exploded foot one?
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah.
Yeah, I reach out telepathically and get like a hold of this guy in his mind and just say, stay with me here. Don't let him take back over.
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh, God. Oh, I used to know my name. Rilford, I think.
Sorry, did you say Rilford?
Yes. Is that not a normal name here?
Meg starts laughing at him.
He instantly switches. The embarrassment is too much. He has to switch to a more defensive form.
I just want to make sure it's echoey down here. Rilford. Okay. Hi, I'm Megan.
Is that your real name?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
On my planet, that's a zing.
Yeah, I know. It's not the best. Do you know what he's trying to do here?
Yeah, he's trying to get to the place where Mother Never Was lives.
How does he plan on doing that?
He goes to different worlds. There's 2 bodies that are mentally linked. They know about each other, and so on each world they do a ritual at kind of a similar place of power, and it draws the 2 worlds together. And when those 2 worlds collide together, it creates enough magical energy for them to shift to a new plane. And so they're jumping around trying to get to the right one, and he thinks he's close.
Could I use magic?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I wanted to, like, there's a move that says banish a spirit or curse from the person, object, or place it inhabits.
How so? Like, you're trying to
Mm.
banish...
Like, I was trying to think of a way that I could sever, like, the Mother Never Was version from this person, from them switching.
I see.
Mhm.
So you do know that the 2 personalities, the one here and the one in your world, seem to be able to swap places. And it seems like the man in black and the man in white, that those are the primary personas of those bodies. You could banish him from this one, but you think it would send him into the other one, which you now kind of have on lockdown. So you could force him into that other body, but at this moment you kind of locked him out of that other body as well.
Okay.
So it could kind of like put him in a weird limbo for a little while if you were to force him out of the body, knowing that the one that he would be going to is kind of blocked from him at the moment.
Buy us some time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know that the way you set up these magics, it would probably be a safe bet to think the one in your world would break first. that he might end up in that one ultimately.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, should I roll?
Yeah, roll use magic.
Okay. All right.
Do it.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna do it. Oh, sweet 10.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, on a 10 plus, the magic works without issues. I'll choose the effect. So yeah, I'm gonna choose to banish a spirit or curse from the person, object, or place it inhabits.
So how do you cast this spell on him? Like, what does this look like when Billy uses magic?
It's sort of like his fairy child moves in like our world, where it's like you blow a little puff on them. Gotta get close. So it's like he gets up and he's like gonna do it really. He's like, I'm gonna do it really elegantly, but he sneezes and it's just in this
Yeah.
dude's face.
And so what you all see is almost like a photo negative of this man pushed out the back. And it is the demeanor and the scowl. And you see that he like clocks all of you in this ethereal form before he just is pulled back and is gone.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Did you just sneeze his soul out?
I might have.
God bless you.
To be honest, I didn't really know what would happen, but I guess this is a good thing.
That was awesome. Do y'all have high fives, right?
Sure we do.
Hell yeah, high my five.
High five.
Everybody puts out their fists.
Fist bumps.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, dope.
And the guy with just puff on his face is like, what just happened? I feel funny.
Wait, so are you the other one? Are you the one that was in Cash's apartment?
No, I'm the one that he deflects to, like when he's in pain.
Oh, speaking of which, Jake, can you drop this situation?
Sure. Hey, Footless Man, are we cool?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, what are you all doing?
I'll drop the magic and I'll be like, we're just trying to stop you from destroying our world, and if we can help you like resolve your whole shit, then we're absolutely down with that.
Okay.
Cass, fix his foot.
Yeah, and I would like to get my kid out and try to start bandaging him up.
And the thing's like, no, I'll do it. And so then he's like trying to also fix his foot. And like,
We're like slap fighting. Like, no, I got the bandage.
Yeah, exactly.
No, here, wrap it there.
Just
No.
wrapping his
I'm
stump.
chewing plantain, picking slime off the walls. No, it's fine. You just use a bit of this.
No, don't chew it up so much. Come on.
We macerated. You don't macerate?
No, not that.
Guys,
Too
can you
much
not?
saliva.
You guys shouldn't be talking about maceration in this sewer. It's not terribly hygienic.
Yeah, that's for private time.
Yeah, roll your heel move.
Okay. I can't win tonight. How's about a 5?
I told you you're doing it wrong.
Yeah,
Being
it
said.
seems like this needs to be much more macerated. Yeah, it does not take like it. There's just not like you've got pieces of hot dog and you're trying to tape them together to make a normal hot dog
Oh,
again.
God.
What was the thing you stopped yourself from saying?
But yeah, you try to like put his foot back together and it does not go well.
We just put a sock over it. Oh, there you go. There we go.
Perel steps between Taz and Ving and pushes them aside and goes, "Hold on. I've got this under control." And he's going to try and heal him. He's going to try and close up his wound with magic.
All right, roll use magic.
This poor man, I hope this works. Ooh, that's a 5.
Oh my god!
No. We're going to kill the witness.
Did you just turn him into a frog?
As you start to use magic on his leg to try to seal the wound, what did you want it to seal? Like, did you want it to like scab over? Was it going to like magically hold?
I basically wanted to use some of the like mass of his leg to sort of just close it, like grow skin over it, like fully healed skin over the wound.
It starts to do that, but too much.
Oh,
Too much skin?
Yeah, too much.
No, wait, too much. Don't
And
look.
he is
Nobody look.
in horror. He's just looking down at his.
that is what, Rev?
His weird ball sack foot.
Sorry, just making an adjustment to my fanfic.
Okay, all right. Perel gets up and goes, "All right, yep, okay," and just starts walking back down the tunnel.
Yeah, I want to like get.
What horror do you want to unleash on me?
It's It's really kinder to just let him bleed out at this point.
I slit his throat. He doesn't need this. No, I want to like get under his arm to like help him now because he is footless.
Yeah.
And I want to say like, all right, let's get this guy back somewhere else and figure out what he knows and how we can keep him safe maybe, and then we can get back to the task at hand.
Yeah,
Right.
Can we bring him back to your sewer house? Tuck says as he picks him up like a little baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He nuzzles in.
Oh,
He
poor
tries
guy.
to nurse.
That genuinely might be a thing that's normal in this guy's world.
Yeah. This is what we do where I'm from.
Yeah, so we find you all back at the subterranean lair, and this man is laid out on a table, and he's just kind of looking around. So what exactly are you all? I'm still so very confused.
Yeah.
You're gonna help me?
So your plan, his plan,
Yeah.
I guess the bad you.
Does he have a name? What do you call the bad you?
Oh, the leader.
The leader.
Oh.
All right. So the leader's plan
Yeah.
is to rip one world and another world, smash them together, use the resulting magical energy to warp himself and then like his other twin body somewhere else and hope that it's the right one.
Yeah, just to two new worlds, and that eventually they'll have to get back to the right one.
I mean, there absolutely has to be a less destructive way to do that.
Well, I mean, unless we know the dimension code of where he came from, but I don't think he would know that.
Do you know where the leader's from?
I don't know. He doesn't tell us. Like, we don't really have access to what he knows as much as he has access to what we know.
Yeah, how did all of this happen? How did he, for lack of a better term, absorb you? Like, were you like a willing participant, or was this something that he forced upon you?
When he came to the world I was from, like, he created one of these explosions, and he was shunted onto our world, and it just like combined us because two of you can't exist at the same time at the same place.
So Mama transferred him, and then he said, I'm going to shunt myself into other people. That's not a transfer. God, that's twisted.
So the world you're from got destroyed.
Yes.
Everything that he's ever been has been destroyed except for the world that he's currently in.
Yes.
So does that include where he started then? Like, is where he started, was it destroyed similarly, or is it just still fine and out there and he's just trying to make the leap home?
I mean, he said he wanted to rebuild where he came from.
Well, if the place that he's from, Mother Never Was existed there, but she also seems to exist in your world, so is she somebody that exists across all the worlds, kind of like Baba Yaga?
Oh, that would be cool if Baba Yaga was a version of Mother Never Was in like the Critshow universe.
Maybe we go talk to Baba Yaga.
Yeah, I mean, what was the description of Mother Never Was? Like a crone who lives in a hut or something, right?
Yeah, the descriptions of her vary from tale to tale, but she usually takes the form of a shrouded woman.
I mean, that sounds pretty Yagin to me. Maybe this is literally an alternate Yaga. Maybe we take him to her and see what she knows about the matter.
I mean, at the very least, she might maybe know of Mother Never Was if it's not her. I mean, a version of Baba Yaga exists in every universe, and they all know of each other and know about those places, right?
Yeah.
I have a question. This spell, this ritual that he's been putting together, he got to like the third place that he needed to set something up. Does that mean the spell has been kind of like started and he was just trying to finish it? Like, we know that he needs to do this spell in two worlds at the same time. He's not doing it over there, and he's not currently doing it here, but has something been started here? Like, do we need to go disturb those areas?
Rev, can I kind of draw on like what I saw him setting up and like what we've talked about, like to get an idea of how I think that works? Like, is this an already happening magic effect, or was he just laying the groundwork for a one-off?
Yeah, he's just laying the groundwork.
The way we've seen these work before, I don't think anything's happening yet. I think he's just putting the pieces in place, and then he'll, snap his fingers, and then it will happen.
So yeah, we have time to go talk to this Barb Yagan.
I mean, you said that we have time. Do we have time like a many hour plane flight time?
Yeah, like an 18-hour window here at earliest.
Where's Barb? Why is it going to take so long to get there?
She is literally on the other side of our planet, which I don't know exactly how it works where you're from, but I mean, it would take us 18-ish to 20 hours to get there.
Billy, how long is whatever you did to him going to last? Do we have time?
I don't know.
Billy, why don't you roll 2d6?
Okay. 9.
You think you've got about 18 hours before he might break through
Amazing.
the magical effect you set up in the other world.
I did a pretty good job there.
Yeah.
We've got plenty of time to go see Barbie Yagis.
We've got exactly the right amount of time.
To go talk to Brad Yogurt.
Brad Yogurt!
Oh, wait. Well, Billy,
Hmm?
can't you slip between planes yet?
Can I do that here in America?
We could justify it with a use magic.
Okay, so I could roll. Is it just a regular magic or a big magic to do that?
It would be a big magic. It would just be, I think the extra requirement would just be help from other people here, because at least 2 of them know, or in the past have known how to like travel to other places quickly.
Okay. Could I have your help? I don't really know where I'm going.
What are we trying to do? What are you going to do?
Well, in our universe, I can slip into the fairy world and leave the physical world behind and go talk to my kind, which, I mean, from the sounds of it, Mother never was, and all of her alternate folks are kind of part of.
So can you take all of us, Billy?
I don't think so. I can only take myself usually.
Well, we have how we use big magic here, how we use more distinct and intense spells and magic is this circle that's inlaid in the ground and imbued with power.
Okay.
If we could somehow charge you to that, this is doable.
We have these. Ving holds out his stained glass rings that help us communicate with Billy too. Maybe that can amplify the power somehow.
That's true. You'll be able to see what I see.
Yeah, because the way I'm understanding this is that Billy kind of leaves his physical body and communicates with spirits.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were to set this up, in one of your circles, you could use the rings definitely as part of the big magic, and it would probably be Billy and Jake that would go there in spirit form and be with Baba Yaga, but the rest of you could see it.
Yeah, the fairy world, just for you guys and your listeners, is like sort of a liminal space between like all realities that like Billy can enter at will because he's a fairy.
Like the meniscus of a bubble.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like the thing that solidifies on top of tomato soup.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I
Gross.
live in. That's where I'm from.
Gross.
That's what I live
I can't
in.
believe this is the second time we're going to the Feywild, and I won't be. I won't be included.
You won't be really going to the Feywild. They're just kind of spirit projecting to Baba Yaga.
Mhm.
At least I get to see.
If this
At least I
makes
get
you
to see
feel
this
better.
time.
Yeah.
I promise you, Megan, we're gonna find a chance.
We'll get you there one day.
I'm so sad.
It's the
I'm
last
so
thing we
sorry.
All right, I like this. I mean, Jake, you have abilities that let you see and hear other places as it is. I think if we mix all this up together using our circle, this is absolutely doable.
And as a backup, I just booked us 7 tickets to Russia on Trivago. So I made a Trivago account on my iPhone 13 on this glass portal to all information that exists in your universe.
Mm-hmm.
And I registered for a Chase credit card.
Okay.
Whose
Hold on.
pocket did Tuck pick?
Tacoma, are you telling me that you don't understand what the object you're holding is, but you understand Trivago?
They make it so easy.
Yeah, that was it.
This episode brought to you by Trivago.
So easy. An extra-planar being could do it.
You guys need to talk to Sean and get a Trivago sponsorship right now. 'Cause this is going to blow their shit out of the water.
Get that Trivago DILF to do an ad read for you.
Yeah. Trivago guy's trying to fuck all our moms.
That was so good that Tuck had to put on sunglasses.
And immediately walked into a wall.
It's really dark down here, okay, guys?
All right, Billy, Roll use magic.
Okay, I feel like this is a great opportunity to give him advantage on this roll.
Yeah, fair. So roll
Sweet.
3d6 and take the 2 highest.
3d6. Take the
Yep.
2 highest. Oh, man. Okay, so I rolled a 4 and 2 6s, so I'll take the 2 6s.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
Yes, so with the help of all of the other magic users, as well as the inlaid circle here,
Plus the points we earned on our Chase Rewards visa.
yes,
Oh, yeah.
and the discount that we got from Travago, all of those things combined, we see Jake.
We all put our hands in, and then lastly, slowly, the Travago Dilf puts his hand on top and gives us all a solemn nod.
Oh my God.
We see Billy and Jake. It looks like they fall unconscious, and their spirits are shunted over to the woods in Russia. And you can all see on this kind of magical viewing window what they are seeing.
I desperately need to know if Spirit Jake is still not wearing pants.
I have marked Jake, and I forgot to take it off, and I can confirm that he is still pantsless in Russia.
Yes.
Baba Yaga is just chilling in her house, and pantsless Jake shows up with a 9-year-old boy in a bear costume and a fanny pack, and they're just like, "Hey, we're ghosts now."
Yeah.
This is normal for her. It's fine.
Hey, Yaga, I'm going to need you to give this the most generous interpretation you can.
So for Billy and for the Spout lore folks, when they arrive, what you see is this very old hut. It is made of old wood with a giant potbelly stove in the middle, and there is an old woman with a mouthful of metal teeth sitting at a small table, and she is dunking a tea bag in a teacup, and she looks over in this space that for anybody else there would be nothing there, but she senses these two souls.
Oh, hello, Jacob. It seems you've brought a friend.
Oh, you two know each other.
Oh, yes, we have worked together on a number of occasions.
Well, my name is Fat Billy, and Jake and I are here to ask for some help.
Oh, Billy, you smell of the Fae.
Ooh.
You can tell?
Yes.
It's the gravy, isn't it?
yes.
Seasoning salt that I carry with me at all times.
Yes. It's very unique to Fairy. The gravy stains and the extra salt.
No, I just looked down at my clothes. No, it's not.
Oh, you too are Fairy. What is it that you seek from me?
Sorry, I'm so nervous to talk to royalty like you.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
And as she talks to you, her body starts to kind of get longer, and her head moves towards you without the rest of the body moving
Oh my
position.
God.
Whoa.
Creepy. Billy kind of backs up a little bit, and he's like, we just want to know if... Jake, help me, I'm so scared.
The long neck turns towards you.
I rest a hand on Billy's shoulder in for Billy, you can tell that I am prepared to push you behind me if necessary. To Yaga, it just looks like I'm comforting a little boy.
Oh, Billy, do not worry. I smell the fear on you. And while it's true I could do some lasting damage to such a pure soul, it is not in my nature.
Okay, cool.
Yaga, there is a being here on our world from somewhere else, and he cut a deal with an entity that he refers to as Mother Never Was.
Her eyes start to drift to the side towards Billy as you say that name.
And ever since then, evidently, he has been smashing worlds together and riding the magical tidal wave to other places, trying to get back to her so that he can, in some capacity, enact his vengeance. Are you familiar with Mother Never Was?
I am. I am a universal constant. I know my other selves, the things they have seen, the worlds they have been to. We share a mind, memories. All except for one. One who cut herself away from us.
What?
One who used a powerful magic to separate herself from our mental collective.
That's fucking sick.
She took the name Mother Never Was, using the things that we have learned over eons and worlds to grant wishes to those who seek her out. But they are like the monkey's paw. They think they're getting a new life. What they're getting is moved to a new world.
You're familiar with the way we go from world to world, right? We need a code.
Yes.
Do you know what that is for the world that she hails from? Could you give us the information we need to get to Mother Never Was?
Oh, I think getting there would be much easier than you expect. Little Billy here reeks of the smell of the world where Mother Never Was. Makes her den.
Okay, so go back to our world, you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Mother Never Was has the same scent as you, Billy. The world you come from, the dust under your fingernails.
I think I look at Billy then. Then he's already there. Why is he trying to smash our worlds together? He's made it to your world.
Oh shit. This is the revenge.
He's found her.
He's gonna destroy her world.
He's going to destroy her world, and he said he wanted to create something new. Maybe he isn't shunting himself. Maybe he's using that to rebuild whatever he wants. 2 birds, 1 stone. 2 birds, 2 universes jammed into being one big stone.
Two worlds, and the hand is better than a stone in the bush.
2 girls, 1 stone.
I imagine during this conversation that Billy and Jake and Baba Yaga are just staring at each other in dead silence.
Everyone can hear what you are all saying.
This echo of idiot.
Hold on. I can sense that the team is riffing, and I don't want to get in the way of that.
Yeah.
Two girls, a stone, in a pizza place.
2.5 stones.
3 stones in a baby.
3 stones and a little lady. Better, objectively, I think.
1 stone hill.
Babe Stone in the city. Can we move on?
So this is Perel's that's what he wants. He wants to destroy Mother Never Was. This isn't about getting home for him anymore. It's about revenge.
Maybe he's realized that his home doesn't exist anymore, and he can't build anything that is like it. Maybe we can help him find a world that will satiate that. I don't know. Maybe we can find him a home better than Annihilation.
Yeah, because he wouldn't want to go back to his original home. I mean, he went to Mother Never Was because he wanted to be something different. He wanted his life to be something different.
What if we can give that to him? Truly give it to him.
I think we just need to find him, because if we think about it, there's a whole lot of innocent versions of him sort of knocking around in there. But that guy has willingly destroyed what could be trillions of people just for this goal. Just personal opinion, but fuck that guy.
Perel tries to whisper to talk into the projection of Jake and Billy, and goes, ask if there's a way to reverse what has been done. Is there a way to fix this at all?
Can we hear them?
I open up a telepathic chat room, and so it's all mental.
Yeah.
Perel again doesn't understand. He's like someone's grandma yelling at the TV.
The science adds up.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I'll ask. Yaga, is there a way to undo what he's done? Is there a way to unsmash realities together?
It would be very difficult. The power required to do so. You would need all the energy he collected as he did it. But you would also need a catalyst, someone who could control it, and was not bound, as I am, to not interfere on such a large scale.
Mother Nether was. She's the only one who can rebuild the world.
But we can't take him back to your world because he'll absorb the man in white. right? If they both are in the same place, they can't both exist there. So that's how he's been absorbing these other versions of himself, right?
Or we could just leave the footless one here. I don't think he's going to be much danger to us anymore. And if we can talk to Mother Neverwas and get this all reversed, all those versions will go back to their worlds anyways.
I think one of the magic users could investigate a mystery to narrow this down a little bit more into what you think is done, could be done, etc.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I can try to put these pieces together.
Okay.
Fucking boxcars.
Nice.
Oh,
All right, you get a hold too.
What can it do?
It being...
I don't know.
I just remembered Perel's learned exile ability. It adds questions to investigate a mystery, including what do I know about this creature that has been forgotten?
Oh,
Which might...
perfect.
Let's let you do this
Yeah.
move then.
Yeah, let's have Perel do that move then.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, okay. That is a 10.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you get a hold too.
All right. What do I know about this creature that has been forgotten?
About Mother Neverwas specifically?
Yeah, about Mother Neverwas's like powers and ability.
So Mother Neverwas is one of the worst versions of Baba Yaga. Selfish and greedy. Could use this power to change things, could actually do the things that she promises, but doesn't feel like the expenditure of magic is worth it. And so as far as people know, they're getting what they ask for. But it is easier for her to swap two people on a plane of existence than to kind of reshape a person's history and life to give them what they want. So the things that they are offering to her, whether it's power or sacrifice or whatever, she's hoarding all of that. So she has an enormous store of power that is untapped because she simply doesn't feel like using it.
Cool. Then the second question I'll ask is what can hurt it?
So the thing that can hurt Mother Neverwas is lunar steel, but it's lunar steel that has to be tempered in the magical fire of another world. Magical fire from a world in which she separated herself from the collective.
Okay. Perel turns to Tuck and says, "Do you have the waning knife?"
Oh, yeah. It turned into a big fucking knife when we moved over here. And then
Right.
Tuck pulls out the waning knife, which is made out of lunar steel from our world. It was made when the moon shattered, Tuck says, as he points it at Tass. It's like, check this out. This was made when the moon shattered.
Oh, God. Oh, dear God. Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay, so what does that mean? What do we do with this?
If we're able to temper the waning knife in magical fire from your world, a world that Mother Neverwas cut herself off from, then it'll be a weapon capable of harming her, which I'm not saying we kill Mother Neverwas, but it might give us some leverage over a being that thinks herself immortal.
Hell yeah. Let's do that.
What's the closest thing you've got to magical fire?
Ving slowly raises his hand on fire.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I think Ving, just roll a use magic, and the idea will be that this will enhance an item.
Great. He claps his hands together, rubs them like Mr. Miyagi. Plus weird is 8.
All right, so what is your glitch from the list of glitches?
Problematic side effect.
So the problematic side effect here is that as Perel is holding the blade over the fire that you have created, it suddenly becomes insanely heavy and pulls down to the ground and cracks as it hits. It seems like it has almost a small gravitational pull of its own, being a piece of the moon.
Oh, cool. Is what Sean says, but Perel goes, "Ow!" and pulls his fingers out from underneath the super heavy knife.
Can Tuck lift it?
Essentially, the way this dagger works is that because it has this heavy weight to it, that it has a minus to use it unless you have a bonus in strength. I think I just did a really long, convoluted way to describe using a weapon in any RPG that you don't have the strength score to use. So essentially that.
Worked perfectly.
So we have to go hunt down Mother Neverwas now.
Yeah. Oh, and we need Billy and Jake to come back from wherever they are right now.
They've just been standing silently in Baba Yaga's hut.
Just She's got one eye staring at Billy, one eye staring at Jake.
We're just sitting there drinking phantasmal tea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eating bridge mix and playing hearts.
Yeah, I'm eating sugar cubes by the fistful.
Can you ask her, is there anything that we can say to Mother Neverwas that might put us in her favor or might make her willing to listen to us?
Hey, Baba Yaga, is there anything we could say to Mother Neverwas that would, wait, what was it, Megan?
Like make her see reason or do the things that we want her to do. Like what is she into?
That could make her see reason or do what we want her to do.
There's nothing I can think of to calm her, to change her to your side, but there is one thing you could do to avoid angering her from the very first moment.
What is that?
Keep any away from her that have my scent on them.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I understand. I whisper to Megan. So I think she means anyone from your world shouldn't go up near her. Is that what you mean, Baba Yaga?
I am very powerful, young Billy. The scent of me is even upon you now. Be wary.
Oh, okay. Oh, that includes me.
Wait, does that mean it has to be me, Perel, or Ving? Like, because we don't stink like Baba Yaga?
1, 2, 3, not it.
Perel puts his finger on his nose.
So does that... I can't see whose noses you're touching.
And then Tuck goes, this isn't fair that you guys use the not it thing because you think faster than I do, and that gives you an unfair advantage. That I'm naturally slower, so you guys get to not do things? Okay, well, maybe next time it's garbage day. Maybe I'll touch my finger to my butt and I'll say not it, and then maybe that's when you guys will take out the trash for fucking once. I have to always talk to the weird witch queen in the fucking river, like marshlands. I have to always take out the garbage. I'm the one that has to make the fucking Trivago reservation and see that weird DILF on the website all the time. And I'm the one that has to figure out what is compostable and not, and then put it in the right bin. Okay, because I'm slow in thinking about things.
I just thought it was because you're the most charismatic. That's why they would have you talking to people, right?
Tuck's like, I appreciate your compliment.
I'm nodding along, bro. You have the courage to say a lot of things that I repress, and I respect it.
I'm just over in the corner Googling the Trivago DILF because I don't know what this guy looks like.
Writing her own fanfiction.
He's hot. Yeah, I see it.
There's got to be Trivago DILF fan fiction.
Tim Williams, call me.
Yeah. I'm imagining the Trivago DILF is a waywalker in Spout lore. He's able to travel between realms
Hell yeah.
in a sensible plaid. Okay, I guess we need Billy and Jake to come back now.
Okay,
Yaga, thank you.
thank you. Can I give you a hug now?
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay, a hug, Baba Yaga.
Oh, good luck, sweet
Thank
Billy.
you.
I sense there are great things in your future.
Thank you.
What part of Baba Yaga's weird body do you hug?
I mean, her long neck. Sort of like a snake.
just wraps around.
Yeah. Thank you for your help.
Be careful, Billy. The restraint that I showed on your soul, my severed sister will not show the same.
Thank you. I grab Jake's hand. Let's go.
Yeah,
It's always comforting until it's not.
yeah,
Yeah.
When you talk to Yaga.
yeah. I'll help stabilize us back into our bodies.
Yeah, and you both wake up back in your bodies in the subterranean lair.
Did you all see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is Baba Yaga, she's the one that eats kids, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. You should have told me before I went and hugged her, I guess.
Fucking Hansel and Gretel right into her cottage.
Yeah. Like a little chicken nugget.
Corral.
The initial thing I was thinking when Jake showed up in the house with Billy was her being like, "Oh, Jake, you brought me lunch."
Oh, I didn't realize you worked for Uber Eats now.
What was she like?
She was really nice and scary.
Cool.
Like a dark snake of the night.
Ugh.
It had metal teeth.
Like metal, like the element, or metal, like
Yes.
Both. Like cool like a dragon, but metal like a dragon too.
whoa.
Billy, you didn't eat anything with sugar in it, right?
Was I not supposed to hand off those zebra cakes? Because, I mean, he just looked so innocent.
I lean over to Tuck and Ving, and I'm like, "It's okay. It wasn't our real bodies, so none of it's in his real tummy. Don't worry about it."
And then you can see that I have fruit by the foot that I'm giving to Billy and myself, and I'm teaching him how to pull the paper and then eat it really, really fast. I know you said you didn't like fruit leather, but this is kind of like fruit leather, but it's better.
It's so much better. Wow, it's like magic in my mouth.
You guys are slowly, Lady in the Tramping. This is amazing. Getting closer and closer together.
So it seems like we've got to go back to your world and try to put the screws to Mother Never Was somehow. Do we need the man in black there with us? I mean, we know that whenever this breaks, he's going to be on your side, not on our side anyway.
Well, what if we take the man in white with us, and when we need to see the man in black, we can release him, and he'll show up in the man of white, because we don't know where the man in black is.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. So if we just keep the one on your side with us when we go see her, then eventually he'll turn into the one that's the problem.
Somehow we'll deal with the ramifications of that when it happens.
Okay, let's head back to the inn.
Before we do that, all of this talk of other versions of people in other dimensions strikes a chord with me because I am aware of all of the other versions of me across dimensions. Is it possible to tap into the energy or the consciousness of someone who is from a world that the man in black already destroyed? Is that sort of life energy still floating about in the dimensional ether?
Oh, interesting. Almost like a cosmic seance.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, like if we're going to be able to reverse this and bring people back that are seemingly destroyed.
Yeah, Kim, why don't you roll alternate lives?
Yeah, I'm going to spend my last hold to give myself advantage on this.
Okay.
13, baby.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you are able to reach out, and it's actually through your tarot cards. Like instead of kind of being possessed by this personality, you're getting answers from the cards as you turn them over.
Like a Ouija
Okay.
board?
Yeah.
Okay. What does an alternate life advise me to do now?
Don't let your world be destroyed. It sucks. No, what?
Yeah, I know that, bitch.
The thing that they learned on this particular world, it seems like a world of people who became aware of what was going on and tried to put a stop to it, was that once the spell has begun, disrupting the spell doesn't make it stop. It makes it more chaotic. And so in this world where they were able to try to disrupt the spell, when it started to spin out of control, instead of destroying 2 worlds in that moment, it destroyed dozens.
Didn't we disrupt his spell here?
Well, it wasn't activated.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like
Whew,
basically,
okay.
if you try to interrupt the spell that's already in progress, it'll make it so much worse.
Right.
Like once he fires it off on one side or the other.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
What did an alternate life discover about the man in black?
There are a lot of voices here in the tarot cards. You seem to have kind of tapped into the essence of the universal Kim, that you are able to talk to all of these other versions of you that have been on these worlds that have ended. And a voice kind of pushes itself to the forefront and tells you that it was on the first world that the man in black did this to. And the thing that they learned was that the man in black wasn't the one who made the wish, he was the one displaced. And then, through some door that he did not understand, found himself in another world. All right, that is the end of the crossover goodness for this week. But next week comes the finale in 2 parts. Part 5 over on the Spout Lore feed, and the final episode, Part 6, right here on the Crit Show feed. That is next Wednesday. We hope you enjoy.
The Crit Show is a Crit Show Studios production, edited and produced by Brandon Wentz with music by Jake Purley. You can find more information about us at thecritshowpodcast.com. To keep up to date with upcoming live shows, contests, and other special events, follow us at The Crit Show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. For even more weekly content, join us at patreon.com/thecritShow.